That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to BoxTalk. Ray the commentator here. Today, I just want to go over the upcoming boxing schedule for the rest of the year since we're coming up to 2026 and we have a big year next year for boxing. And I just want to go over some of the boxing news that has been happening before and in between my last video. If you enjoy this content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to comment down below what you would like to see next. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you'll be notified the next time I post a BoxTalk video, as I kind of want to start posting a bit more frequently now. Without further ado, let's jump straight into this video. So tonight, which I'm not going to be talking about what happens after now, obviously the fight's going to be happening tonight and I'm going to be posting it the day after the Boots versus Lima fight, which is a 12-round matchup in the junior middleweight category. This is Boots' first test at 154. It looked like he had a little bit of a trouble having that weight cut to 154, but I mean, he made the weight cut. I think he made a 153.6 if I'm not mistaken, and he's also looking ready. You know, he sparred Canelo before around August, July-ish for the Canelo versus Crawford fight. So looks like Boots has been getting some elite level sparring in between to prepare himself against Lima. And now Lima is going to be his first test at the 154 category. After this, it may possibly be maybe one more tune-up. And if not, he has Virgil Ortiz to face. Virgil Ortiz, which that fight is happening on November 8th in Fort Worth, Texas. If that's going to be a major matchup for Ortiz, then Boots has his way to keep upping the competition to get to Ortiz and make it a major elite matchup between the two. And then on October 25th, we have Parker versus Wardley, a heavyweight matchup, a 12-round bout. This is Parker's last major fight before he has to fight somebody of major competition like Usyk or Fury. This major heavyweight matchup that will solidify Joseph Parker's career for fighting not only any and everybody, but another test for him to see how he would do against Alexander Usyk, which I think that is the fight to make for Parker. I don't know how that fight will go, only because, well, I know Usyk absolutely skilled. He could dominate Parker, but if Parker runs through Wardley, like if it's nothing, then we have a major problem for Usyk in the heavyweight division, which I think it would be awesome to see Usyk go against some absolute tough competition going forward as his career is starting to, of course, he's going to retire soon. He's 38. Now, this fight got postponed, unfortunately, which I was very excited for, not only in the main event, but the co-main. We had Fundora versus Thurman, which I thought that would have been, you know, a really nice matchup for Fundora. Fundora has been looking more fundamentally solid at 154. I don't know how he's making 154. I think he should be at 168 or up, and another true test for him would be against Thurman, which Thurman has been trolling back and forth. And Fundora, I guess he was ready for the fight, but unfortunately he suffered a hand injury. Now let's talk about the fight that no one wants to watch but is going to watch anyways because it's gonna be on Netflix. Gervonta Davis versus Jake Paul on November 14th in Miami. Now, the closer we're getting to this fight, the more I can see Gervonta Davis coming out on top over Jake Paul. Gervonta Davis is an elite level fighter, regardless of the fact. He can break Jake Paul's body down and solidify a win further on into the later rounds. Now, if Jake Paul, on the other hand, is very smart, he needs to start working on that jab and keeping Gervonta on the outside, keeping it very tough for Gervonta to come in. But if Jake Paul isn't fast enough, Gervonta's going to have the upper edge no matter what. And I think Shakur Stevenson went or is going to spar Jake Paul. So there's going to be some training prep majorly for the both of them in terms of the stature that they will be going up against, as well as the power, the speed, and the fundamentals. But regardless of that, I think the major concern, which the Wade Constant was going into for this fight,
like, why doesn't Tank get to wear the gloves that he normally wears? If we're doing an exhibition and the weight doesn't matter, then why does the size of the glove have to match, right? If they don't have to weigh the same thing, Why do the glove sizes have to be the same?
Was the glove weight difference, and Gervonta Davis and Jake Paul will be wearing 12-ounce gloves. I think that maybe Gervonta should wear lighter gloves because that's what he's used to fighting, and it would make it more of a fair fight. Either way, I think Gervonta Davis will be fine. He's trained and usually trains with 16 to 18 ounce gloves during his fight camps. I don't think it's going to be too much of a major issue for him to wear 12-ounce gloves for this fight. Conor Benn versus Chris Eubank Jr. is also happening in November. Can't wait to see it. The first fight was a massive fight. It was in the Hotspur Stadium. It's going to be in Hotspur Stadium again. What an electric fight. I know the card's going to be great. Can't wait to see it. 3 more I'm going to talk about. We're going to talk about David Benavidez versus Anthony Yarde. I know the video I spoke about him before. I was mispronouncing Yarde's last name. It's not Yarde, it's Yarde. So Anthony Yarde and David Benavidez are going to be facing each other. In this card, the Ring 4 card is going to be massive. We have Devin Haney versus Brian Norman Jr. on the card. And we also have another couple of matchups. David Benavidez looks exceptionally fast like always. And you have Anthony Yarde, who is also going to be a major problem for David Benavidez. This is going to be another test for him in the light heavyweight division. And after this is either going to be David Benavidez is going to have to face Beterbiev. Beterbiev was supposed to fight and that fell through just recently. Benavidez might have to face Bivol, or Benavidez has to come down and either fight maybe Canelo Alvarez or Terrence Crawford. So the Terrence Crawford and David Benavidez talks have been very rampant recently, and even David Benavidez, I think it was his father that was saying it wouldn't be no problem for him to go down to 168 to face Terrence Crawford. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think David Benavidez is going to come down to 168 to fight. I think he's going to stay in that light heavyweight division, and he's going to fight Bivol or Beterbiev next. Then we also have Inoue fighting once again. This is the 4th time he has been fighting this year. Such an active boxer. I gotta give my props to him, and he's already pound for pound up there, top 3. So for him to fight again against Alan Picasso, this guy is just an elite boxer, and so refreshing to see this in the featherweight division. Inoue is always ready to fight, and I'm surprised he hasn't burned out yet. But he's going to be facing Alan Picasso, and I think this fight is going to be massive, and I can't wait to see it as well. And the last fight we need to talk about, which I somewhat predicted before. I don't know if I have a clip of me saying it, but I definitely have said it on camera. Pitbull Cruz versus Lamont Roach Jr. is finally happening in December, and I think this is going to be an amazing fight. I think this fight, styles make fights. I think this may be a problem for both of them. Lamont Roach is an exceptional boxer. He went toe-to-toe with Gervonta Davis. And Pitbull Cruz, exceptional fighter. He's not a boxer whatsoever. He's very one-dimensional. But if you get caught by his hooks, which he carries over all 12 rounds, his power, you get caught by that and you can't handle it, bro, you're going down like Rolly. And Rolly did what he had to do during that fight. He didn't look terrible, but he got caught by one of those hooks. And, Pitbull saw an opening and just unleashed. And if Lamont Roach can't take that, then, we'll see what happens. I think he has the boxing skills to keep Pitbull on the outside and to stay off the ropes. That's his keys to victory, is staying off the ropes and taking control of the center of the ring. Last but not least, I just want to go over a little bit of boxing news that I have heard over the past couple of weeks. Ryan Garcia is going to start fighting again, and I don't know who he's going to fight, but I do know for sure that his next fight is going to be somebody big, because Ryan Garcia needs to, finish out his last fight with Oscar De La Hoya, and Oscar De La Hoya needs to make money. So it's going to be a big fight more than likely. We also have an update for Dimitri Bivol's back surgery. Looks like that he should be returning to the ring very soon, early 2026. And just like I said, Beterbiev had to back out of his fight in November. So I don't know what's going to happen with Beterbiev. I don't know if he's injured. We don't know what's going on just yet. We'll find out in a couple of days. Also, Manny Pacquiao has announced he's going to be fighting as well. He will be fighting very soon. He's got a fight date in January, which I think he's probably going to face Rolly Romero, or he could be facing somebody of the likes of a belt holder, Mario Barrios, rematch again. You know, who knows? We'll see very soon. And last but not least, I just want to show this photo of Terrence Crawford in the samurai suit. Looks like he's having a lot of fun on this victory lap against Canelo Alvarez. He's had many parades for him and exciting events that he's been holding in Omaha, Nebraska. He's definitely the fighting pride of Omaha, and can't wait to see what's next for him. It looks like he may go down to 160 and try to unify that division as well and become 4 times undisputed. The first, of course, to ever do it, as he is the first man to be a 3 times undisputed in the 4-belt era. So I can't wait to see what's next for Terrence Crawford. Maybe like I said, he could fight David Benavidez as well. I mean, it's a possibility. Don't count it out. I wanted to exit out this video by saying thank you all for the people who have been watching as I've been away. You guys are all amazing, and you guys are still subbing to my channel. I love you all. Thank you for watching. I will be posting a little bit more frequently again. I just really wanted to get out all the boxing news that has been happening so I could catch you all up, catch myself up, and we can move forward on a fresh slate. So the next video we'll be talking about will be Boots versus Lima. And I can't wait to talk to you guys later. Ray with Box Talk. I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.